I'll wait a couple of minutes. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'll pull over in about 5 minutes. I'm on my way. BBT's not around today. She's busy. So I figured I'll do a quick live for her. And maybe I'll go live tonight. We'll see. We'll see. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. As far as time constraints, we'll see. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey, everybody. Angela, is that you, Angela? Kathy, hi, honey. I don't know if anyone has seen MRB's recent video. Um, I'll tell you right now, you want to show dead dogs on the internet? I don't think Terms of Service will be too pleased with that. Paranoia. Paranoia. I knew this would come. I knew this would come. So much for, trusting in the Lord. God blessing everybody. Turn the other cheek. She's off the hinge. Off the hinge, just like well, I think it's a little worse than when she found her iPhone, when she lost her iPhone. So look at, I am very sorry that her, Mommy Randley's dog was hit by a truck. A hit and run. And that's horrible. That is horrible. I don't wish that on anybody. I've had pets. Losing a pet is sometimes it feels like worse than losing a human. Okay? I will say one thing though, not that it matters anymore. I don't know if her state has a leash law or if it's by each municipality of her state, but and that drives by at 10 miles an hour. We live in a day and age that dogs need to be on a runner or a leash because things like this do happen. I will disagree that this mindset at the beginning of her video that somebody came to kill her dog. I said it late and I'll say it again. All these things that are happening to her, and she thinks people are out to kill her and her family, her dog now, that is paranoia. That is what it is. Deflection, projection, whatever. It's something's wrong. Something's wrong. I'm gonna pull over so I can see you guys. I have a few minutes. Let me get in the shade. Anybody need anything at CVS? Do you know there's a shortage of tampons? Did you know that? There's a shortage of tampons. I think it's Playtex. The company's in Maine, in New England, but it's manufacturing, lack of staff. So, ladies who are still, cycling, um, there's the cup as an option, which are pretty cool. It's like a diaphragm, if you guys are old enough to remember the diaphragm. And there were a lot of tampons available that were the organic tampons. Like they came in a container. Um, they're a little bit more expensive because they're organic, but whatever. It's all marketing bullshit. But anyway, but there is a shortage on tampons. Lee, how are you? Okay. Okay. So yes, please, please leash your pets because things like this do happen. And I feel terrible her dog was killed, but what in the freak are you showing your dead dog and you're allowing your dog that's alive to hover over its little sibling and traumatizing that dog in the way it probably is? She was, hey, if I was on my laptop, not that I have one, but I borrow one from one of my kids. Uh, I would show you and do commentary. So on your own time, if you want to look at it. Trigger warning, trigger warning. She does show her dead dog. Okay, toward the end, it is disturbing, and she wanted to show it because she just thinks because we're always saying that she doesn't show proof. She doesn't, but that doesn't mean if your dog's dead, we're gonna say you're lying. Okay, like you're paranoid now, Carolyn. You're paranoid. Okay. Lots of us have lost our pets. Tracy, the truth, lost her pet recently. Who else? Makeup Monster, her dog passed away. We didn't sit there and ask for proof. People lose their pets. Oh, forget it. Me's her mom. Yeah, right. Right. No, she rather just traumatize them and just leave the dog on the steps without even a blanket over it. Okay? And let everyone see it, including her kids, her other dog. The kid was sitting next to it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, apparently it was a hit and run. It does happen. If it was a truck and if it's a small dog, maybe he thought he hit a squirrel. I don't know. Or maybe he was just a shitty person and he left. But nobody set out to kill your dog. Stop it. Just stop it. Like I wonder who she's gonna blame now. Probably be one of us, right? She has lost her mind. I knew this holier than now bullshit religion crap, okay? In this videotaping using the cell phone in front of a laptop and not in covering our mouth, like I can't wrap my brain around shit like that. That's something for the professionals. I can't even speculate because there's the question, why does she do this? Why did she do that with the laptop and recording herself? And I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But obviously she's listening to BBC's channel because she totally told her off and all of us off, that we're all liars, even though we have shown proof over and over again. So you keep telling your moron subscribers that, and there they are. Oh, they're so horrible to you, Carolyn. They're so horrible to you. Most people don't stop. Hey, Pugs. Wasn't Why wasn't Lucy on a leash? Who knows? Who knows? First she says the truck was in the driveway. Then she says Jimmy heard a bang or the dog yelping. So who knows what happened? But I'm pretty sure at the beginning she said someone set out to kill her dog. And yes, I agree. It's too late now, unfortunately, but let's learn from this, people. Put your dog on a leash. My dog, when I had my dog was like a child to me. My dog was small well. I mean, my dog probably could have even gotten picked up by a hawk. I had a cat once that actually got picked up by a hawk. That's how she died. Hawk perched up on a swing set, watching my cat, who was a small cat. She was like 7 years old. I didn't see it. My dad saw it. He didn't want to tell me what happened. I'm out in the woods calling for her. And from sun up to sundown, and my dad finally said, "You're not going to stop looking, are you?" And I said, "Never, never." And he told me what happened. But you can't really leash a cat. But anyway, please leash your dogs. Please, so things like this don't happen. These people, the way people drive nowadays, it's crazy. And if it was a truck, he probably couldn't even see because the hoods are up really high. I can't even see if a small dog ran in front of my car. I wouldn't be able to see it. Or if I saw it, it would be probably too late. Did Jimmy back over Lucy? I have no idea. Right, Rabbit? She better take that down. She better take that down, showing a dead dog like that. Nobody ever said they didn't believe you. Hey, Casbad. That's. I'm gonna show. Why didn't Jimmy stop her? She said it straight out. I'm gonna show the dog. Are you people that desperate for attention? So many people in our community have lost their pets. Nobody had ever said, "Sure, you did." That's a lie. That's a lie. Because, Mummy Ramblings, you have told so many lies. Of course, you're going to think, we're all going to think the same thing about your dog. What if it was a person? What if it was a person? Would you show us their body too? That's sick. That's sick. You don't do that. Show a dog with blood coming out of its mouth with your other dog hovering over it and your kid next to it. Am I yelling? I couldn't. I just walked out of Trader Joe's, get on my phone, and I'm like, I'm not even subscribed to her. But it was weird because the last time I just randomly went to see if she was live preaching her holier than thou bullshit, I ran into that I can't find my iPhone live stream. This was a replay, so it was already up for an hour. And the title, what was the title? You killed my dog? You killed my dog? Like nothing about hit and run. My dog died. Kill. Kill. Angela, I'm telling you, trigger warning. It's disturbing. It's more disturbing than the iPhone, the lost iPhone. Why hit the live button to begin with? I'm serious when I say she needs to seriously seek out mental health. Absolutely. Everything's going to be live with her. Everything. Everything. All she had to do, how many people in our community lost their pet? They went live and talked about it because those of us who have pets knows what it's like to lose a pet. That unconditional love. It sucks. It took me like a long time. It's been 3 years and I still cannot get a dog. But that's just me. But it hurts so bad. But you talk to people about it. The community comes together for the greater good sometimes, you know. You know, Tracy lost her dog. Makeup Mobster. Someone else, I think, lost their dog. Bye, pugs. Yes, it is horrible, Hope. Yes. So if any of you get triggered easily, please don't watch it. She shows her dead dog toward the end as she's walking, aggressively walking, out of breath. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. And talking about all of us people that she didn't hurt me directly, but all the people that she hurt, blaming them again, blaming them again. The cycle continues. It's very sad what happened to her dog. High free range stuff. Yes, it is. It is. It's disgusting. That video should be stricken down. YouTube needs to take that video down. Enough. People and their freaking mental health problems going up, you know. Hey, I feel for you. I feel for you, but enough is enough because YouTube has just become a platform for all this disturbing shit. And it has to stop. Oh, I'm sorry, Kat. You lost your little dog in March. Right? Good point, Sea Glass and Shells. Good point. Yep, she escalated quickly from being upset about Lucy to all about her and how everyone is going after her. My nephew died unexpectedly last night, and I can't even. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I am so, so sorry. Prayers to Hope. I'm so sorry about your nephew. There is nothing she will not convert into YouTube collateral. I honestly think of course, she needs help. First of all, she is addicted to YouTube, to social media. That is a fact. And I've studied social media addiction. I have listened to videos. I have read articles. I've looked at data. I have looked at articles written by psychiatrists from experts, what social media does to the mind. And Carolyn is like the classic example. And with a lot of people, we see them when they first come to YouTube, and those who become addicted, you can tell their behavior changes, their patterns of behavior change. They develop paranoia. Um, they are rewarded for bad behavior. It's a very dangerous circumstance to get in. You need to find balance between your life outside of social media and being in social media. You have to, because it will create depression. If you didn't have depression coming in, you'll have it coming out. Okay, it will create anxiety. I never struggled with anxiety in my life until I came to YouTube. Never, never. Hey, hell to the no. She's not only a danger to others, but she's a danger to herself, because she is, I mean, her mental health, obviously there's something wrong, and nobody deserves to put themselves through that torture of mental health. Her yelling at us and saying all the people that hurt her and this is not going to help her mental health. She needs to start dealing with things. She needs to take a deep dive into her life, into her soul, instead of worrying about everyone else's. Okay? That be it of making an apology to people in private or public, but she needs to stop. And Jimmy, you need to pull the reins. You need to pull the reins and pull the plug on that computer until you get your wife the help that she deserves. Anybody with mental health issues like this, to go live and be totally, and I know BBT will disagree, she's in control, she's in control. This video was out of control, absolutely out of control. To show a dead, injured dog. And I hope YouTube strikes the shit out of it and brings her channel to a stop. I don't mean take it away, to stop her from going live. She needs a social media detox. A detox. And it's so easy to get addicted to this shit. I've been there, like, not totally addicted, but I found myself getting sucked into it. Before I get out of bed, gotta check YouTube. Before I do YouTube, time flies, right? Before you know it, you're inside all day checking YouTube. Okay, you gotta take the app off your phone. You gotta go out and keep attached to your real life, the people in your life, your friends. And it's okay to go on social media and attach to your friends, but you need balance. Because once you put 100% into social media, you will lose your friends. You will lose touch with reality. You will literally lose touch. This is no joke. Hey, figure skating coach. She's incompetent. BBT gives her too much credit. But I get that. How does someone, this nut, cause so much pain? She's responsible for her own behavior, basically. What BBT's channel is doing is giving a platform for those who've been hurt by her, have been seriously hurt by her, been accused of crimes. Her sending the FBI to someone's house, putting people through this without any proof whatsoever, wasting resources of law enforcement, creating bogus texts that were proven they are bogus. Editing voicemails or voice recordings together to make it sound like someone is threatening her life. It has been proven that those were edited. So, the thing with her channel, she can say whatever she wants, and people, her followers, believe her. They believe her. They reinforce her behavior. They are enabling her. You, if these people think there's nothing wrong with her, then there's something wrong with them, period. There's something wrong with them. Then they're codependent, or that's their norm. That's how they grew up, around people screaming, out of control. I can't think of anything else. It is not normal behavior. You cover that dog, you comfort your kids, you don't hit the freaking live button. You're addicted. You are addicted. And it is no different than becoming addicted to a drug, to gambling, to shopping, to eating. When your life becomes unmanageable, you are addicted. And Carolyn, your life is unmanageable. Whether you're seeking attention, accolades, views, I don't know what it is, but your reality is lost. Your kids are suffering for it. Jimmy is suffering for it. And I would say that to anybody who's addicted to social media. Anybody. You need to get help. And I say that with mindfulness. With mindfulness. You need to Jimmy, you need to unplug that computer. Unplug it. If you're a husband who loves your wife, for better, for worse, stop pussyfooting around and help your wife. Hartley, she's completely unraveled. Completely unraveled. We see that video today. I'm just like, what? I hope when I end this live, that video better be down. You're welcome, Hell to the No. Thank you for all your hard work. Figure skating coach. I just watched the beginning of it, but when she said she was going to show her dog, I quit watching it. Oh my God, she's going insane. She shows it at the very end, and she keeps talking, but the live ends. I really thought, and I didn't want to see the dog, I really thought at 2 points in that video when she was talking to Jimmy, that Jimmy was going to grab her by the arm and stop her. And he didn't. You're a pussy, Jimmy. If you were my husband, I'd divorce you. Okay? And then when she kept walking and walking, I'm like, no, she's not going to do this. She's not going to do this. And she did it. Thanks, coconuts. Yes, it needs to be reported. That's sick. That's sick that you do that. Does she not read terms of service? Oh, I'm sorry. It's her channel, not YouTube's. That's right, because when you become addicted, right, and you become very comfortable with your surroundings, you forget about terms of service, right? You're your own boss because YouTube doesn't do anything, right? So as long as they don't punish you, you think in your mind, right, that it's okay, that bad behavior is okay like this. To show a dead, injured dog bleeding, that's okay. It's not okay. It's disturbing AF. It is disturbing. All you had to do at some point, after you took care of the dog, your children, the other dog, and pulled yourself together, okay? You could have come online and told people, I lost my dog. I'm really upset. Can we talk about it? Nobody would have faulted you for that. It's still up. Yeah, don't watch it. If you, yeah, it is the whole thing is triggering. But again, she shows the deceased dog toward the end. That dog was not leashed. That dog was not leashed up, and it was hit by a truck that she claims pulled in her driveway and killed it. No, I'm sure the truck was driving down the street, probably speeding, maybe not. People drive crazy nowadays, okay? And when you have a truck, your hood is you're sitting up high. He could have thought he hit a squirrel. Maybe the dog was sideswiped. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he did. Humans get in hit and runs and leave. People get killed in car accidents, and people hit and run. They go. They go. It's a cruel world. It's an unforgiving world sometimes, Carolyn. I know, that poor little dog. Wasn't the old one that got hit. Nope. She mentioned something about that. She figured her old dog just died, as if that matters. First thing that a loving person would be to comfort and assist their pet. Exactly. Exactly, Oak. Like this is this is where a person, in my opinion, from the studies I've studied about social media addiction, they don't know how to not turn the camera on. Their reality, their worlds outside of social media get smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, they adjust to accolades, the thumbs up. Okay, it hits the dopamine center of the brain. This is literally science. This is true shit, okay? So the more dopamine you receive either from a drug or being on social media, when the super chats come, when the thumbs up in the comments, you're so great, your dopamine center gets a push, okay? And it goes higher and higher and higher. So when you go out into your real life outside of social media, it's like a drug. It's like coming off a drug. It takes a lot more to get you happier. And that's when depression can set in with people. Social media can be very dangerous to mental health. Hell to the No made a video. Yeah, subscribe to Hell to the No. She's a clip channel. And she shows facts. She shows proof of why people left her from people's own writing. Okay? It's just not like the stupid video I did yesterday with the cows talking. Um, about her dissing on Marie Osmond, who thinks that she had adopted illegally, and I being adopted. It just kind of, I felt compelled to call her out on that. That she assumes her adopted children are used for pawns. She's comparing Marie Osmond to Mummy Dearest. Um, she put down Marie Osmond because she had 6 marriages, honey. Better 6 marriages than staying in one that you'll be miserable for the rest of your life. I've always said, I don't care what it is. If you're not happy with something or you're not successful with something, try again. Okay? And if it means marriage, why not? There's no law against you can only get married once or twice or 3 times. Look at Elizabeth Taylor. Maybe some people want to stay in a miserable marriage because of their religious convictions, or let's stay together for the kids. Let's really screw them up and raise our kids around a dysfunctional, husband and wife. Yeah, good going. Oh, hell to the no, it completely fell off. It completely fell off today. This, and I said it, this was the calm before the storm. Hell to the No has a great channel. Yeah. Thanks, Crafted. Yes, report the video. Report it. I don't even know what it falls under. Um, Violent. What does it fall under? I'm sorry if I'm missing any comments. I'm reading them, but I'm not reading them all out loud. Yvette, is there where you can put violent and repulsive, violent acts? Okay, thanks, Crafted by Mono Lane. Hi, Veronica. Thank you. She's saying someone connected to her YouTube did this. Yeah, you see? You see? She can't differentiate anymore what is true and what is not true. This is paranoia. This is what her addiction to YouTube has created in her brain, paranoia. We've all been there a little bit, right? Some more than others. Because when you have social media is thumbs up, thumbs down. It's either black or white. There's nothing in between. There's no gray area. Okay? You either stop or go. So in between, that gray area is actually in your brain where you imagine you got that keyboard warrior going in your brain and you start thinking. Because all social media does is give you a yes or a no, love or hate, or like and dislike. Okay, so it's up to us to fill in that gray area, and that's what happens. You start thinking, that keyboard warrior in your head starts thinking, and you start getting paranoid and you start assuming. We've all done it. We have all done it. But some people have done it way more than others, and they actually start believing it. I'm telling you, social media addiction will change your brain. It will change your brain, and it's a bumpy ride, and it's not pretty. Didn't she also say peace, love, and lies for her subs? Get out if you don't something. Like she's threatening her subs. Like if you don't believe me, or I'd rather have one friend than 1,000 who, you know. So she's putting down her own subs. Like if she doesn't get what she wants, right? In any scenario, you're nothing to her anymore. You're trash. You're disposable, as many people have left her in recently. People who have left her, who other people have said, no way. I never would have thought that person would have left. If you are on your phone, click the settings, quote, bolt. What's bolt? End quote. You will see report. The best way to do it, instead of looking at the video, go to her main channel. Up on the right hand corner, there's 3 vertical dots. You click that. What that does, it gives you a short form. Okay? So you click that and it will open up all her videos. And to each video, there's a box to the left. Okay? You click the video that you want to report, and then you click next, and it will ask you under what does it fall under. You click violent, repulsive, whatever, and it will give you a commentary box to fill out. Don't get too, emotional in the box. Just say, I believe this is violation of terms of service due to the nature of this video. You want to make sure the algorithms pick up on keywords. But you don't want to get into this really bothered me and it's so gross and I hope you do something. It will go sight unseen. You want to word it where the algorithm will pick up keywords, violation of TOS, or write out terms of service. Okay. You want to write out things like repulsive, violent content. You want to get the attention of the algorithms. But go to her main page and report the channel itself. So when that comes up, you'll have all the videos with a box next to it, and you click the box. You can click 10 videos, you can click one. And then you can proceed, and it will give you a box to put your narrative, your commentary, or your comment, whatever. That's if you're on your phone. Weren't we just chatting about last night about death of her pets? Were we? I'm sorry, Evie. A YouTube, yeah, peace, love, and lies. A YouTuber hit and run. Okay, sure. Prove it. Here we go again. Prove it. That's her brain. That's her brain thinking that. Whether it's out of vindictiveness, if that's her nature, whatever it is repulsive. And shame, shame, shame on all her so called friends who just sit there in the comments section praising her, agreeing with her. I didn't read chat, but I'm going to guess that nobody, one of her friends said, oh, shut the live off. This is wrong, Carolyn. What are you afraid she's going to throw you out? Then get thrown out. You'll be better off for it. And Jimmy, shame on you. You knew your wife was going on. You knew she was live. And she said, I'm going to show the dog. And you allowed it. You allowed it. You lost all my respect. What little left I had of you. Again, if that was my spouse, I would have grabbed her by the arm and said, oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you will not do this. Who's running the show over there? So it's like Jimmy is like the child and Carolyn is the mother. Seriously. He has to ask permission for friggin' everything practically. Yes, Laurie, she showed the dog. The dog that was not leashed. But it's our fault. Not her fault for not leashing that dog. And I don't care what county you live in, and if you can walk your dogs without a leash, then you have to understand you are responsible for the risks that come with that. Yeah, yeah, Anna, and her son was right next to the dog. Look, I'm not saying don't show your kids. I mean, shit happens. We can't control everything. But you don't leave your kid there, okay? You remove either the dog or the child. And you immediately, you know, as a mother, we put our children first. You immediately go to your child and make sure they're okay and comfort them. Because with her attitude, someone on YouTube did this. Now you're instilling fear into your child that all these YouTubers are out to get them because all these things have been happening without any proof. Yes, Lollipop, I agree. That dog should have been covered. Out of respect for the dog, too. I mean, who does that? You go on the World Wide Web, and flip out and show a dead, injured dog bleeding, laying on a hard surface. I mean, My first thing, even though I would know my dog was deceased, was to put him on something soft. And I know that sounds weird, but you know, wrap them up in a blanket. Go right to the vet. Or if it's allowed in your town or city to bury your dog in your yard, then bury the dog. But don't leave it out in this heat because then the flies come and then the maggots. It's just so disgusting. Hey, Aunt Simone. Wow, yeah, 113. Thanks to everyone for coming. I appreciate it. I do. I had to. I had to. I had to. I just, BBT's not around today, and I don't think Hell to the No goes live, just lives. She has run out of options, needed to do something drastic for sympathy. It never stops. Heaven said, Betsy, it never stops. Even working like a job in real life, okay, you got to take a break once in a while. You'll get burnt out. You'll get burnt out. There's nothing wrong. And that's why a lot of these successful YouTubers, I'm talking millions of followers, don't stay because they get burnt out because their subscribers, millions of them, expect something every single second. You know, the internet, fast, 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 fast. So when you're on vacation, they're demanding, oh, where's your videos? And I too have unsubscribed from people who didn't put up videos every day. Like this one crime interrogation um, channel, Blue Dot Interrogations. I was in love with that channel, but he doesn't upload often. And I'm just like, forget it. I was getting frustrated. I was getting frustrated that I wasn't getting videos on the daily. It's so messed up in social media because it makes us used to that fast paced life. Give, 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 give. And your subscribers want to take, 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 take. These are for the big, big people, not people like us. Um, she probably ran it over herself. No one came into her driveway. Yeah, she's got the whole scenario. Didn't see it, but the truck pulled into her driveway and killed her dog. And now we're to blame. And she wanted to show it because we would accuse her of lying. So she's speaking for us. You know, when people are accusing her of lying in the past, receipts come with it. Receipts. These are people who she intentionally hurt and touched their real life, who she went real on. And they have the right to show their proof, and they have the right to call her a liar because it was proven she lied. Yeah, the glitter bomb. No, Anna. No. I don't think she's capable of giving compassion. That's just my how see it. I've never seen her be affectionate with her children, but I don't watch her all the time. I'm not even sub to her, but I've seen enough. Um, I think she's looking for something to fulfill her, whereas mothers, we're there to fulfill our children's needs, right? She's looking to be fulfilled, and she's looking on social media, which is just crazy, crazy. She doesn't care about how anyone else feels, not even her family. Jesus Christ, no. She even criticizes her own family. She said the other day, she blurted out her cousin, oh, they lost everything due to his gambling. Do you really think your cousin will appreciate that? Talking smack like that about your own family members? Look, we all have family members that we can tell you stories. But you don't go online and put your family's business out there like that. Unless she got his permission, and I'm sure He's not proud of losing everything because he was addicted to gambling. And then you talk shit about your neighbors too. Now, yes, I remember rigor mortis, my neighbor, rigor mortis. Uh, yeah, but that wasn't fun. Like it was like, little parody, but you know, I'm not going to get into her finances and her serious problems or issues. Who knows, Hartley? Who knows? I'm trying to put myself in that situation, and I would bury that dog as soon as possible because the minute it passed away, decomposition starts and flies come, and they spread disease, and you know what I mean, right? And dogs, that dog, I'm not so sure I would show my other dog its little brother or sister or whatever it is. I really don't think I would have showed it. I think I would have done everything to keep it apart because I think the dog is going to go through loss anyway by the dog not being around, but it looks so helpless. And then she's yelling her head off. I mean, she's not even stroking the dog that's alive, comforting it. She just leaves it there to hover over the dead dog. Jimmy, Anna, Jimmy is so pussy whipped. Okay? He is pussy whipped. He's a child. He's not her husband. He doesn't take the initiative as a husband should do, the protector, you know? And every time he does try to do something, she criticizes him. He can't make the right kind of birthday cake. He didn't put enough candles on the cake. He didn't make the frosting that she wanted. The man can't do anything without she criticizing him up, down, left, and right, and all around. The kids bring the groceries in. They don't empty them. The ice cream melts. She criticizes her kids. I mean, yeah, it's like, shoot, I probably would say, hey, I wish you could have put it, now the ice cream out, but she made like a scene over it. And she's not getting the numbers in her channel. That's not our fault. She blamed us that we were messing with the algorithms, why her channel was tanking. Tanking. She blamed us. No, you are the creator. You are what you create. What you put out there is what you get back. The craft, the auctions, this and that, but calls yourself a true crime channel. It is not. It's a mess. That channel is a mess. Everybody who did the Watts case got a lot of subscribers. It's over. It's over. So now it's up to you to keep the momentum going. True crimers, people who like true crime. If I love true crime, which I do, and I went into Gray Hughes and he was decoupaging, I'd be like, what the hell? Like, I don't want this. Although I think Gray Hughes might give it a shot. No, just kidding. Really, you create a separate channel for that. Why does she think a YouTuber came out of nowhere to run over her dog? People have lives to live. She lives in the country. I think she knows her ran over poor Lucy. She's lying as usual. Accidents happen. And life is unfair, Merb. Nobody said life was fair. Nobody. People get hit by cars. Animals get hit by cars. Birds. I hit a squirrel once. I stopped and buried the damn thing. I felt so bad. And she even says, I was out on the street screaming. Like, why do we need to know that, Merb? Why? Because it's all about you. It's not about that dog. It's all about you. Yeah, napkins. Yeah, let's buy a $10 pack of napkins at the Dollar Tree and sell them. No, $7 pack of napkins of 10 and sell them for $10 each napkin. One napkin. Listen, if I've got napkins, which I don't, I used to. I used to have those guest napkins. I used to buy at Bed Bath and Body, Bed Bath and Beyond, but they closed the store. The nearest one is too far. But I'd be like, you want napkins? I'll give them to you for free. Seriously. Or just pay for the shipping. You can have them. I get shells from my parodies of Merbs. If anybody wants shells, I'll mail them to you. No charge. I won't even charge you for shipping. You can do whatever you want with them. And they're clean. And they're available at your local craft store for much cheaper. Much, much cheaper. And if you get the Hail Mary on one of those shells, all the more power to you. Hey, Solstice. Her dog got killed. Hit and run, supposedly. But she made a video and she showed her dead dog. She showed her dead dog, screaming and yelling at us that it's our fault and I'm going to show you the proof. I don't think if she came online and said my dog was hit, I know for a fact BBT would not go live and say, prove it, like, you know. That's right. She hit a deer and kept going. Jolie, excellent points. So what makes her any better than the man in the truck? And I don't know. That's the feeling I got. That was a small dog. He probably thought he hit a raccoon, a possum. I don't know. Well, maybe he had the squirrel. When I hit that squirrel, it was loud. I was like, oh, that's why I knew I hit something because I couldn't believe how loud the noise was from a squirrel. But I stopped to see what I hit. And then I buried it. Hey, niece. Good to see a lot of you guys. Kindness cake, you're welcome. Yes, everyone. Hey, Mary. Everyone should have an opportunity to express how they feel. Because Mummy Ramblings, it went on too long where she shut people out and she tried to shut their voices down. And there was nobody really to go live. And if they could, they were struggling with their own crap from what she did, and they weren't ready. They just weren't ready. I personally have never been hurt by her because I don't know, maybe I saw red flags, but her channel didn't excite me. Her true crime. I stuck with Gray Hughes, basically Gray Hughes, and I was sick of the Watts case and sick of people profiting, making a profit off of those dead children. And I don't know. It was becoming a circus online, with the Watts case. But what was I going to say? Um, she touches my real life. She's going to be sorry. She's got no reason to. No reason to. You better check yourself before you check anyone else anymore, Merb. Enough. Enough is enough. And Jimmy, stop it. Make it stop. Squirrels are your spirit animal. What happened to mini brand balls? I think she sold a couple last night. Now she's into it, and everything is obsessive, right? The mini brand balls. I mean, I can't imagine the money spent on that junk. Because when they first came out, they were like $5, $8 a ball. And night after night after night, opening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody had mini brand balls. And then, she gets tired of that after a few months. And then it goes on to napkins or decoupaging and getting 400 pounds of shells off of a beach, putting these shells in carpenter bags and dragging them from North Carolina to her estate and getting upset because she's not selling enough and blaming everybody else. You're the ones that wanted me to get these shells. I spent 3 hours getting these shells and nobody's buying them. And you're not getting the shells that I found Hail Mary on. Her religious shells, her miracle shells. Just like her miracle iPhone that she talks to her son through. Coconuts. I know, but BBT needs an alibi. I can vouch for where BBT is. I can vouch. And they can ping BBT's phone. They'll find out where she's at. And she's still in the state of Massachusetts. Yes, that video needs to come down. People are reporting it. At what point in the video it's upsetting. Okay. All right. If you go over to Merb's video, I'm warning you. It's very disturbing. She does show her dog. It's already disturbing from her yelling and her chaotic thinking. Um, but it is at the very end, maybe the last minute, where she shows the dead dog injured. Her child is next to that dog. Her other dog is hovering over it. It is very disturbing. I honestly wish I didn't see it, but I really thought she wasn't going to do it. Thanks, T-Rod. Yeah, Shelley, it is. Yep. Shoot, I have to go. Listen, everyone, I want to thank everyone for coming over. Um, again, please report that video. Go to her channel to report it. Don't go to the video itself. Go to her page. Click the 3 buttons to report the channel, and it will give you a drop down of all her videos. Click the video, okay, and then you proceed. It will ask you under, why you think it violated, and it gives you a list, whether it's spam, violent, repulsive content. And then you click next again, and it will give you a commentary box. Do not make it emotional. Put in keywords so the algorithms pick it up, okay? You can put violation of terms of service. Don't put TOS for violent, repulsive content. Please review. Um, you don't want to put this is gross. It's making me cry. The algorithms they won't pick that up. Okay. Thank you, everyone. It was good to see so many. Well, it's good to see all of you, but a lot of you, um, the OGs, it's good to see you. People like Casbat, who I've never met. Oh my God, Emily, long time. It's nice to meet all of you. Oh, Yvette, thank you. I try to be. I wasn't too calm before I hit the live button. I'm like, what? How could you do this? How could you do this? My jaw was like literally dropped as I'm watching it. I'm like, Jimmy, you're gonna grab her arm. Like this, Jimmy, you're gonna grab her arm because you said to him, I'm going to show the dead dog. I'm going to show the dead dog. You people killed it. You know? And I'm like, ah, Jimmy will like just grab her by the arm. No, no. Jimmy let her go. And she's huffing and puffing. Just like that. Walking toward her dead dog that she has on a hard surface, baking out in the sun. I'm sure there's flies already on that poor baby, that poor fur baby. You got your alive dog hovering over, and you got your kid next to it. Stop it. Make a funeral. When my parrot died, we had a funeral. We literally had a funeral. We invited family. Okay? My dog was cremated, but we had a memorial service when my dog's ashes were returned. Okay? It's time to start the healing process, well, the grieving process. You know, comfort your children. As a mother, your children should always come first. Always. Instead of hitting that stupid live button. All right. All right. Okay, you guys, be well. I'm going to be going into a buffering zone. All right. Report, report, report. And maybe I'll go live tonight from a laptop if anyone wants to come up because I think BBT is busy. All right. Yeah. All right. Proceed with caution. I warned you. I warned you about that video again. She shows the dog at the very end of the video. Okay. All right. Peace all.